Okay, good evening TikTok, and apologies for being a little later this evening. We've had a busy day of visitors, so I'm on a little bit later than scheduled. We can't, sometimes we just can't predict when we're getting visitors, but it's also nice to have a little bit of time with family and friends as well. But however, the show goes on and I'm back. Hello, Natalie. Hello, MJ. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, hello. Okay, so tonight's live, I'm going to be doing a card of the day as usual and picking 7 names for a reading tonight, as I always do. And in between all of that, we usually have a little bit of a chat as well. Hello, hello. Lovely to see everyone coming on. Hello. Hello, Healing Connect. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I thought I would just wear some little pretty flowers today. We're in the summer season, so why not? Why not? Hello, Katie. Hello, John. Hello, Anya. I will be doing a draw later for 7 people to get a reading. Hello, Shelley. Hello, Twaddle. Hello, Steve Ahoy. Lovely seeing everyone. Hello. Hello, Kusha. Hello, Anya. Do you know what? Everyone tells me my voice is relaxing. Do you know, it could just be that I'm a spiritual being, I guess. I always have been. I've been kind of a loner in life, just because I see the world differently. I've been connecting with spirit since I was young, and I guess spirit are pretty much my best friends. They've taught me so much. I've gained so much knowledge through them. I've gained knowledge not just in this lifetime, but in past lifetimes as well. So I guess I'm a bit of an old soul. So I guess maybe that's where the voice comes from. Hello, Debbie. How are you? Oh, Arch, you are too kind. Yes, there is a reading list on there's a reading list on my profile here on TikTok. Anyone can pop their name down for a reading to go on my readings list. But on this live, on my readings live, what I do is I pick a general card of the day, which I will be doing just very shortly, and then I then pick 7 names at random to receive a free live reading on my live as well. Good evening, Rachel. Oh, lovely. Love getting in the garden. I was hoping to get into the garden today, but we had a kind of like mixed rain and sun and showers and a bit of everything. That's Scotland for you, isn't it, though? You get a bit of everything. Scotland's the only place in the world that you can get 4 seasons in one day. True. Yeah. So, thank you so much for everyone's beautiful comments. You know what? It's not just me that's amazing. All of you are amazing. You know, we are all unique in our own way, and we are all beautiful in our own way. And sometimes we just don't see it. But, you know, I'm always reminding people just how amazing they are. Even though they might not feel it, even though others may tell you differently. When you think about it, there is only one you on this whole earth, on this whole universe. There is only one you. Nobody is like you. You're unique. You're a walking piece of art, a rare piece of art. And, you know, if people can't appreciate the beauty that you are, tell them the door is that way. And keep shining. Always keep shining. It is so easy to doubt ourselves. And you know, look at the media, right? You just need to pick up a fashion magazine. If you're not a size 0, then you're nothing, right? But let me tell you, beauty comes if portraits and pictures and images and cats and dogs and insects can come in all different shapes and sizes, and yet we still love them, right? So what's the matter and what is wrong with human beings being all different shapes and sizes? And why do we not love all human beings? Because we are all different shapes and sizes. Let's get rid of the negativity. Let's get rid of this ideal body, this ideal person crap out of. That's what's wrong with the world. We're too judgmental of each other. People judge you for doing the right thing. They'll judge you for doing the wrong thing. In fact, no matter what you do, right, you're going to get people judging you. So do it anyway. Yep, you've got it, Arch. Yep, you've got it. Do you know, we were just talking about that the other day. Look at the COVID. The government tell you, you've got to have this vaccine. Whether you like it or not, you've got to have the vaccine. Nope, I didn't take the vaccine. They also tell you you've got to wear a mask. Nope, I won't wear a mask. So what happens? People follow those in power and they take the vaccine. And many that have had the vaccine have either got sick, caught COVID, or even died of it. Those who wear masks have now got breathing issues, bronchitis, or chest infections. Why? Because when you're wearing a mask, you're covering your nose and your mouth. We breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon monoxide. Cover that up. You're breathing in oxygen and you're also breathing back in your carbon monoxide. You're basically polluting your own body. And no wonder then that people are getting sick. My partner has asthma. And the government's telling everyone with asthma to take the vaccine. And he was this close to taking it because he was so scared that he may die if he doesn't take the vaccine. But thank the goddess, somebody came into our home to visit and said to him, I've just had the vaccine and I feel ill. I've got flu symptoms and I've got shivers down my whole body. I've got palpitations. That was enough to put him off. 2 years later, he's as healthy as ever. And he's not had the vaccine and he has never worn a mask. The proof is in, when did we lose the right to have our own thoughts, the rights to have our own opinions on something? Common sense. To hell with all the pharmaceutical doctors that tell you this is what we should be doing. And then they add blackmail into it, right? Oh, if you don't go and get the vaccine, you can't go to your concerts. You can't fly to another country and have a holiday in the sun, etc., etc. One woman down in England messaged me during the pandemic, and she said, Mystic, I don't know what to do. One of our shops down here are saying that we can't go into that shop unless we've been vaccinated, and I don't know what to do. And I said to her, you go and march back into that shop, and you tell the lady or the manager of that store, if you don't serve me, vaccine or no vaccine, I will get you done for human rights, because you are breaching my human rights to buy essentials such as food and drink to survive. You are denying me that right because I won't get vaccinated. And you're denying me the right and the choice not to be vaccinated. And she said, I never thought of it that way. And I said, well, if if a local grocer stops you from buying food, they're basically saying, if you don't get that vaccine, you can't buy the food. You can't buy the food, you can't live. Hell no. That goes against the Human Rights Act. But will the governments tell you this? No. No, they don't. What they're also not telling you is, this whole COVID thing, it was a human cull, right? Let's face it, the population, year by year, century by century, century by century is growing, right? So, and more people mean that the government have to fork out more money, etc. Right? They don't want that, so let's do a human cull. But do we stop to think about that? Do we actually use our intuition anymore, our proper thought, our proper rational thinking? I certainly have been doing throughout the whole pandemic. And I've probably been judged by more than one person for not taking the vaccine or not following government rules. But you know what? I'm a spiritual being living a human existence. And, I know more than what some of these so-called politicians and doctors do. I'm a healer. I'm a witch. Healing is what I do. So there's no force on this earth that's going to tell me I can't do. If there's a human law to break, I will break it. I'll be the first one to do that. Oh, no problem. Exactly, Anya. Exactly. Do you know what, Anya? I'm with you there. I am absolutely with you there. Do you know what? I support all the ones in America that are going through this. What gives people the right to tell a woman what to do with her body? I've been through abuse. I know women who have been raped, who have gone through the most brutal abuse, and yet they are being forced to carry the abuser's child. Where is the justice in that? It's our own bodies. We have the right to choose. And, typical that it's a man, right, that is making these decisions. It sure as hell isn't a woman. And then they wonder why women stand shoulder to shoulder, side by side, and, rebel about it. We have the right to. Again, it falls under the Human Rights Act. So yeah, I'm with you on that one, Anya. Oh yeah, don't get me started on the social distancing thing. We were at a shop one day. This was early on in the pandemic, and we were queuing outside the shop, and there was a queue a mile long. And, everybody's like keeping their distance and stuff. And there was a guy in front of us, and He just turned round to me and my partner and turned around and says, "Excuse me, could you stand back a bit?" And I felt like saying to him, "Would you like me to get a tape measure to let you see that we're actually standing 2 meters away from you?" It was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's basically the fear factor. You know, and even though kind of COVID's non-existent just now in the UK and nobody needs to wear masks, nobody needs to get vaccinated. In fact, we haven't had those awful ads on the radio that are every 2 minutes telling people they should get vaccinated. They've just vanished. Gone. Poof. Right? Wearing masks, opening your windows, letting fresh air in. That's all gone. You don't get one single advert now for any of that. So it's like, oh, right, okay, everything's miraculously disappeared. Yet despite all of that, you can still go into town and there are still people wearing masks. The majority have stopped wearing masks, but there are still people that are so used to being wearing these masks for over 2 years. It's became a routine, it's became a habit. And they may wear these masks for life. And how sad is that? You're right, Arch. There will definitely be something else down the line. Pixie, if you've got somebody DMing you saying that they looked at your profile and they feel that you need a reading, simply tell them, "No, thank you. I'm quite happy. If I need a reading, I will look for a reader myself." Do you know what? I'm a reader myself. I've actually got that I'm a spiritual reader on my profile, and I still get people jumping in my DM box. "Can I do you a reading?" "No, but I can do you one." "Oh, but I have powerful guides." Well, so have I. Those same guides have been guiding me all my life. So I don't need a reading, but thank you very much. No reader worth their salt should ever DM you for a reading. It's bad practice. I don't have to go into people's DM box and ask for a reading. Or say, you know, I don't go into anyone's DM box and say $25 for a spell or $10 for me to give you a blessing or $60 to $80 for a reading. That's not my style. I've never done it and I never will jump in a DM box. To me, if people need a reader, it's that person's choice to hunt around for somebody that they are drawn to. The reader should never, ever pressure anyone into coming to them. It's really, really bad practice. Yep. Yep. Exactly, Pixie. We pick our own, or you should pick our own. Yep. I mean, if people, yeah, exactly. If people want to jump in DM boxes and do it that way, that's entirely up to them. But what I don't like is when people steal my photos, make up a fake account with my photo and my info on it, and then jump into people's DM boxes as me, saying, "Would you like a reading? I've read your profile," etc., etc. That gives me, you know, a bad name because I'm telling my viewers that I don't ever jump in DM boxes, and then all of a sudden, so I have got some amazing followers who know that I don't do that, so they have actually reported these fake accounts. But I've had about 5 fake accounts, and they all use different ones: the Mystic Witch 1, the Mystic Witch 2, the Mystic Witch 4, Dash the Mystic Witch. And some of them even block me so that I don't find their account, so that they can still use my photos, etc., etc. Which is really, really bad, that people are scamming people for money. Yes, if it's your own reading account and you need clients and you have to PM them or whatever, that's absolutely fine. But when people are jumping on your profile, stealing your photos, stealing your wording on your bio, making up a fake account with the same name but adding a digit or a dash or a dot to it, and then jumping in DMs demanding money from people, that's wrong. So wrong. Hello, Bambi. Yep, exactly. But you know, that's... Yeah, exactly. I love that, Anya. Be your own person. No, that's a good thing. That's the only saving grace about mine, because when you get to your first 1K followers, you can then put your website link on that anyone can click on your profile. That link cannot be copied. They can copy the wording on my profile, but they can't copy and steal my website link. So my followers now know that if there's a Mystic Witch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it doesn't have that website link on their profile, it's not me. And of course, they have less than 100. The fake ones have less than 100 followers. I have, I think, last count 2,600 or something. So there's a big difference between the fake ones and my one, and I will never have a second account. It takes me to do this account, let alone have a second account. That's just too confusing for this old brain. Yep. Yes, I know. Hello, Lockdown Story. I'm doing fine, thank you. Oh, Rachel, yeah, I know. We had a friend he's actually just retired recently, but just about a month or two ago, he took the vaccine and he almost died. He got really bad COVID. Now they've diagnosed him with long COVID. So he's going to basically have that, the COVID symptoms, etc. Like Rachel, feeling very tired, feeling lethargic. And, you know, the last time we saw him, you know, he looked pretty pale. And I'm thinking, oh my Lord, when do people wake up? When do people actually wake up and see what is happening here? And yes, the elderly are the vulnerable ones. You know, the elderly are the older generations where, you know, the government was right and anything the government said, that was the way to go. And sadly, when, you know, we were in town the other day doing some shopping, and then my partner took me for lunch, and all the younger ones never wore masks, and it was the elderly ones that are struggling and strolling down the shops And you can see their exhaustion in their faces. And I'm like, somebody needs to tell them that they don't have to wear the masks anymore. But they've been pretty much brainwashed by the BBC. Hello, Wendy. So yeah, do you know what? We've had it all, haven't we? First we've had COVID. Now we've got monkey flu. What the, or monkey virus or something like that, monkey something. And I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, what is going to come next? They're always going to use some scare tactics. But here's the thing. They can take away a lot of things, but they can't take our free will to think. We have a brain and we have intuition. Let's start using our brain and intuition and start thinking for ourselves and start thinking logically for ourselves instead of being dictated to. We're slowly turning into a communist country. And it's crazy. And then when you see what's happening in America with the anti-abortions for some states, but not for others, it's split. They're dividing the nations, and it's a crazy world. But we could go on about that all day, and that's not getting the readings done. Yep, exactly. Yes, sadly, Yasmin, they will. And yeah, I love that. I wasn't born with a remote control, neither was I. Heck, I hate remote controls. Especially when they run out of batteries, you can't do nothing, right? When the remote controls runs out of batteries, you're snuffed. You can't turn the telly on, you can't turn it off, you can't do anything. No, I don't like it. No way. Okay. I'm going to use my Old Faithfuls for the card of the day, just because I love doing these Old Faithfuls. They are so correct. And then I'm going to choose 7 wonderful viewers at random to receive a reading tonight. Those that don't get picked for a reading tonight, please go to my profile. On my pinned post, I have got a readings list. There is a bit of a waiting list on the readings list, but I am going through the readings list as quickly as I can. I was hoping to do about 5 or 6 today, but we've had a day full of visitors, so that kind of went skew with. But we should have a quieter day tomorrow. We're not expecting any visitors tomorrow, so we should have a quieter day, and I will get some more of my readings list done on the profile. You simply go along to my readings list, put a comment card, please. I will reply to let you know what you're on my list. And every day I go down that list, person by person, and I record a short reading for them on my profile and tag you their names in their readings. So I hope that helps. Thank you for the roses. Oh, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Okay, let's get... Arch, take care. Thank you for joining me. Always a joy to see you. Great person. Supports everything, that I do, and I just absolutely adore him. I just love coming on and doing free readings. I just think, if you're born with a gift, you should share that gift freely. Yes, I do longer booked readings, which are paid readings, because when I have a one-to-one reading with somebody, it's usually on Facebook Messenger, and all my readings are an hour plus long, because I like to take my time and give people an in-depth reading on there. But other than that, and photo readings that I do, all my readings on TikTok are free. I do limit them to 7 because I'm not like other readers that can do really, really quick cards. Because I'm not a tarot reader, I'm a spiritual reader. I take a lot of messages from spirit, so I give spirit time to give me those messages, which is why my readings take a little bit longer than the ones that you see on TikTok that are like just showing you a card and then it's on to the next and on to the next. I prefer to give you a more detailed reading per card, and that does take a bit longer, but I just think quality over quantity is better, and it's the way I've always worked. My book readings are usually £25, just because it takes an hour, and usually on average an hour to an hour and a half, because I do a lot more cards, obviously, and I kind of go into more deeper depth with the cards than I do just on shorter readings. Okay, so let's see what today's card of the day, which is a general card for anyone. When I deal with the cards, I normally ask my guides, please help me choose a card that will relate to anyone that actually sees this live. All my live videos are shared to my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. You can find the link for that on my website here in my bio. Okay. So let's, and it's handy because some people like to look back on their readings, so they go to my YouTube channel and look up the live video that I did, and they usually find their reading. So the general card for everyone, the card of the day, is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is saying that in the past, for most people, especially, I guess, with the COVID, etc., which is why this card is saying there is less money around during the COVID period, or during the time that we were in lockdown. And that is so right, because there was many people lost their jobs, many people had to work from home, some people couldn't find work or jobs, and in some shops there was shortages of food, etc. as well. So that had its own hardships as well. So the Nine of Pentacles speaks of past hardships as far as finances go, as far as finances at work, income coming in, etc. Everybody was feeling the pinch, is what the card of the day is saying. However, after every storm comes the sun, right? And things can't last forever, including COVID, etc. So as things started to get back to normal, the economy started to get back to normal. But then I guess we also had this other political crap coming from Brexit, which meant that food prices were going up, but the incomes were still staying the same. However, I believe that the cost of living is, because the cost of living is going up, eventually what's going to happen is the economy has no choice but to go up as well. So there will be more income in the future than there is right now, because at the rate that we're going, we cannot sustain higher prices but less money for everyone. It's just not long-term sustainable. So I feel that there is a lot coming to change that. We don't see it just now, and I guess the governments don't see it just now either. But I feel that things will get worse before they get better. And sometimes that's the way things work out. They have to get a little bit worse before the governments are forced to change things. And that's absolutely the case with this card. So if you have been feeling the pinch with finances, etc., and maybe more than most, then this card is bringing freedom from that. Maybe not in the more near future, but certainly as we go into, by the end of this year and beginning of next, finances will start to be better for everyone because of this non-sustainable situation that people are feeling. And then add to what's going on in Russia and fuel prices, etc., etc. The economy is in a pretty dour state. Doesn't matter where you go, you can't escape it. But things are going to get better. It's just a case of balancing our books until that time and making sure that what we do have, we can make the best of. So I hope that has meaning to most. Oh, bless. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Pixie, do you know what? See, when a reader does not take note, if they're in your DM box and you said, no, thank you, I don't need a reading, and they're still going, go block them, girl. Right? It's really, really rude if you have said, thank you for the offer, but no thanks, and they are still harassing you to get a reading from them. Hit the block button. Hello, your favorite Gemini. I'm doing really, really well. Okay, I'm going to get my little notebook here. And for all my new followers who haven't joined me on a live reading night, I picked 7 names for a reading. And the way I do that, because I'm registered blind and I don't have a lot of physical vision, but I have great spiritual vision, I ask people to start sharing their favorite emojis. Now, it could be faces, it could be hearts, it could be unicorns, it could be butterflies, it could be flowers, whatever you feel. Roll the images up the screen. I'm then drawn to the colors and shapes of images. And the emoji that I'm drawn to, I will add that name to the 7 names that I'm going to pick for tonight. It's the way that I've always done my readings, and it makes it kind of fair for everybody. Just because I have to always go up to the screen to see names, and I don't always see names that great. So I go by emojis. So keep scrolling those images up, and I'm going to just see which ones I'm drawn to, and I will pick 7 names for tonight's readings. Okay. Okay, your favorite Gemini is the first one. So let me write that down. So I need 6 more names. So keep them coming. Oh, Anya with the beautiful rainbows. Thank you, Anya. You're number 2. So we still need 5 more. Okay, Lockdown Story. You're our 3rd one. Well done. Keep them coming up. Keep them coming, folks. Keep them emojis rolling. We still have 4 more. 4 more names to go. Who's it going to be? Keep them running. Yasmin is our 4th one. Well done, Yasmin. We've got 3 more to go. 3 more names. Keep them emojis rolling if you're wanting to be in a chance to get a reading tonight. Yasmin, you're more than welcome. Wendy, FL Girl. So we need 2 more, folks. We've still got 2 more places. 2 more places. Who have we got? 2 more places. Pam Kerr. I hope I pronounced that right, but Pam Kerr, well done. Oh, I love you too. Right, we've got the last one, so let's see. Keep them coming. We've got 1 more. 1 more to go. Who's going to be? Lorna Chappell. And we have our 7. Well done, Lorna. Lorna is our 7th and final person to get read. So the ones that are receiving readings tonight is Your Fave Gemini, Anya, Lockdown Story, Yasmin, FL Girl, Pam Kerr, and Lorna Chappell. Well done, folks. Absolutely well done to everyone. Now, those that didn't get chosen, all is not lost. I will be back on Monday night to do another 7 card pick. And also there is a free reading list on my profile. Anyone can go and ask for a card on that. I then add them to my reading list. And every day on my profile, I will go through that reading list and do a mini reading on my profile and tag your name in your reading. So everybody is a winner in the end. So thank you, everyone. Thank you to everyone for the roses. Thank you for the likes and the shares and the love. You are all absolutely amazing. Okay, so your favorite Gemini. I'm going to use the moon cards for everybody's reading tonight. I haven't used them in a few days. And my guides have been drawn to use them, so I usually go with what my guides are drawn to, and my guides are drawn to the moon cards. As I said, you know, if anybody has got a card in this, if they are on my list of 7 tonight, and for whatever reason they can't stay long enough for their reading, I do share this video onto my YouTube channel the next day. It usually takes TikTok at least 12 hours to download to allow me to download my live videos so that I can put them onto my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel that I save them to at the minute, I do have two, but at the minute I'm saving them to my larger one, which is the Lady Moonlight one. You'll find the link to my YouTube channel in my bio here on TikTok. It's on my website. And if you subscribe, you will never miss any of my lives because I do share them on the Lady Moonlight channel. Eventually, I'm going to start sharing them on both the Lady Moonlight and the Mystic Witch, but just now I'm saving them to the Lady Moonlight channel to see how well they do before I put them onto the Mystic Witch one. Okay. Tomorrow evening's live is going to be a meditation night where you can come along and join me, where I show you the correct meditation technique in order for you to shut off from the world and more able to be in that meditative state. The meditation that I'm doing tomorrow is a past life regression meditation. So if you're one of these ones that have ever wondered what and who you were in a past life, then feel free to join me tomorrow evening for a past life meditation live. All comments on that live will be ignored because I will be doing a guided meditation. Once meditation is finished, then we can have a chat about how you got on with the meditation. Oh, bless Pixie. I haven't really looked at the moon cycle for today, but I'm going to go back to doing my daily moon cycles on TikTok. I used to do the moon cycles daily, but I've been setting up topics for my lives this week, so I've kind of sort of lapsed from the daily moon cycles, but I am going to start doing them. So I will do a daily moon cycle for starting tomorrow. And I'm going to start doing them daily again so that you'll know where the moon is and what cycle that we are in. To get readings, every 2 days I am on here doing a free readings night for 7 people. Tonight's one is full because we've just picked up the 7 names, but you can go onto my profile. I have a readings list on there. Simply ask for a card on the readings list post and I will add you to my readings list, and every day I go through my readings list and pick 3 to 5 names and do 3 to 5 readings on my profile, and I tag your name in your particular reading. But every second night you can come and join me, and it's a random draw of 7 names to get a reading. You can also book paid readings as well, but you know, many people, you know, I get it that there is a lot of financial struggle, and money's not really my issue in life. As long as I've got more money, you know, as long as I've got money to pay the bills and put food on the table. If I get a book reading, I get a book reading. If not, it's not a big deal. I would rather give quality free mini readings to help people, and that's just the way that I've always been. Okay, so your fave Gemini. Let's see what the moon card has to say for you. Okay. I feel people have made you feel less than good about yourself, right? You've maybe started to do things really, really well. and then somebody with that little green monster comes along, that little envious little green monster that we all have in our lives, and bit by bit put seeds of doubt. Oh, I don't think you're good at that. Right? We've all got somebody, right, that will always try and put us down. Right? We see people who are successful in life, and most of the people that are successful in life have friends that support that success. You know, they join in with the celebrations of that success, as it should be, because people that are successful have worked down hard to get there, right? But on the turn of that, there are also other people who will judge you for being successful. You know, the ones that will kind of say, oh, look at her. You know, you see it all the time, you know, oh, she's got money, she's got a car, she's got this and she's got that, and I'm sitting there with nothing. But you know what? The more we have, the more ego and the more greedy we become. But the less that we have, the more thankful and grateful that we are. And thankfulness and gratitude is at a higher, much higher level as far as universal energy goes than greed and ego. You know, I would rather have less but give more for free to help others than I would to have a load of money and have very few people respect me because of that. But your card is saying, do you know what? It's the full moon in Virgo and you are just good enough. Whatever you do in life, whether you are successful, whether you're not successful, guess what? It doesn't matter. These are your successes. These are your failures. These are your lessons. This is your path in life. And nobody has the right to take that from you. Nobody has the right to say, you can't do this. Or, I don't think that's a good idea. Or, I don't like your clothes. Or, I don't like this. Or, you're too fat. You're too thin. You're too skinny. Right? People are so quick to judge us. But ultimately, they're not us. You're not me. I'm not you. We're all different. We all reach for different things and we all reach for different goals. And you're no different. You've got the right to do what is in your heart and in your soul to do. And if people judge you for it, they're not your true friends. The true friends are the ones that will lift you up and help you to grow higher and higher. Because the more you rise, the more they rise. They rise with you. Right? And it's true, isn't it? They say if you fly with the crows, you get shot with them. Right? But if you fly with the bluebirds and the butterflies, etc., and the good ones, other people want to fly with you. Because you're flying high above everyone else. You know, negative people attract negative tribes. Positive people attract positive vibes. Right? And the ones that succeed are the ones that put their heart and soul into everything that they do. And the ones that don't succeed are the ones that sit and think, oh, I wish one day I'll be rich and famous. But right now I'll just sit on the sofa and not do anything. I'll just think about it and do it. And they never go out their way to work for it. But they're the first ones that will judge the ones that work hard for what they want in life. Right? I could decide tomorrow I don't want to come back onto TikTok and do readings anymore. I could sit and just do nothing with my life. But that's not my life's path. I've always known since I was young that it was my destiny to help others. Freely or otherwise, it doesn't make any difference to me. I would rather give freely than to charge, but that's just me. That's my path. It's not everybody's path, but it's my path. And your favourite Gemini, you've got your own beautiful path as well. It's yours. It's uniquely yours. And never allow other people to take advantage of your good nature, if this makes sense. Oh, I love that. Yeah, egoistic people are greedy. I will have a look on my list shortly and let you know how far down the list you are. I'm so glad it makes sense. Never allow anyone to dim your light. You are just beautiful the way you are. And if you have wonderful, great ideas, and it's in your heart to do these things, and somebody's telling you no, say, bye, Felicia. You either support me on this or you walk away. But either way, I'm doing this and I'm going for it. This is my life, my path, my decision, my choices. And if that doesn't suit you and you're not supporting me as a friend, then, you know, feel free to do one, because, you know, I'm not asking you, and never will tell anyone else what to do with their life or how they do things. That's not my place. It will never be my place. I can tell you how I do things, and other people may do things differently, and that's absolutely okay. And you know, this is why, one of the reasons why I've never really jumped on to anyone's DMs and asked for readings, because I've always felt that if somebody's looking for a teacher, they will find one, because they'll search for one. If somebody is desperate for a reader, they will search for a reader that they are drawn to. That's how it should be. I get it, and I totally understand and respect people that don't. There are maybe some readers that out there that nobody goes to for whatever reason, so they have no choice but to DM people. And if they're comfortable doing that, then that's their way, that's their path. But we should never ever judge anyone for how we lead our own lives. We only have one lifetime on this earth right now. Let's make the best of it. And, you know, live every day as if it was your last, and do whatever you need to do. That way, if tomorrow never comes, you have no regrets, is the message of this card. Oh, bless Pixie. Thank you, Mandy. Hello, Rebecca. Debbie, I don't think I would be allowed to give TikTok up. I have so many people. You know, if I say I'm going to do a live, and I don't go on a live, the amount of DMs that I get. Are you okay? Are you okay? You know, why didn't you come live? We're missing you and whatever. I've never had that before on Facebook or Instagram. And, you know, it just fills my heart with so much love and respect for all of you, because it's nice to know that, you know, when I'm not on, I'm missed, pretty much. And that is lovely. It's a beautiful community that we have here. And you know what? If everybody could be like that in the world, it would make such a big difference. I share my own philosophies with the world, because I've always known I'm an astral being living in a human existence on this earth. And Mother Earth is in flight. She's dying. There is no two ways about it. Mother Earth is slowly dying. She has been giving us signs for many centuries, and we haven't listened. So there are more and more light workers, starseeds and indigo children like myself that have been sent here to share our wisdom, to share our philosophy, in the hope that maybe one day united starseeds and indigo children can wake up the world in time to save Mother Earth from dying, because ultimately if Mother Earth dies, we die. That's the realistic truth. And you know, specialists will tell you, oh, that won't happen for centuries. It's sooner than what we think. So that you will see more and more people like myself, and you'll know them because they have a certain aura about them. So you'll know a genuine light worker from a non-general light worker, genuine light worker. Most light workers like myself, we just do what we can to help other people, and people are drawn to us, not the other way around, and that's how it should be. But not everybody's like us. We're a different breed, I guess. Oh, thank you. Yep. Witchcraft is only part of what I do. I follow the witchcraft path. It's the traditional witchcraft. It's more the traditional than the Wiccan. But that's because witchcraft, the traditional witchcraft, has been going on for many, many centuries. And it goes hand in hand with the healing work that I do. And it goes hand in hand with the universal deities that I follow, gods and goddesses and universal wisdom, all of that. Oh, thank you, Debbie. So thank you so much for your fave Gemini. I'm so glad your card had meaning for you, sweetheart. Okay, now we're gonna pick a card for Anya. So I'm just gonna shuffle my moon cards and get the energy flowing in these cards. So come on, universe and Mother Moon, energize these cards for our Anya. We need some wisdom, some universal wisdom for our Enya. Hello everyone that's just joined. So do we still have Anya? Is Anya still with us? Lovely to see new faces. Every time I come live, I see new faces and my regular supporters as well. Thank you for the likes. There she is. Good night, Rebecca, and enjoy your meditation. I hope you'll join us tomorrow night we've got a past life meditation night tomorrow night. So let's split these cards for Anya. Take care, Rebecca. Love and blessings. Okay. So I'm just going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. There's a lot of spiritual energy in here because my spirit room has just gone absolutely ice cold. Okay. As I'm shuffling your cards, Anya, there's a lady in spirit. And she's showing me beautiful, beautiful angels. Absolutely beautiful angels. I felt this lady was a firm believer in astral angels. You know, if anybody passed over, her way of comforting them would say, they're at peace, they're with the angels. I don't know if this makes sense to you, but this lady, she's an elderly lady. She was an elderly lady when she passed over into spirit. And she always had this belief that if somebody passed over, then they were with the angels. They were safe because they were with the angels. I don't know if this makes sense to you. Hello, Miss Chuckles. But there is a beautiful lady. Now, I don't know, I feel she's like a grandmother figure rather than a mom figure. Okay. Okay. Well, she's saying she wants you to know that she is with the angels. She's happy. And she said, you know, although she knows she is missed terribly, she wants you to know that she was never gone. She was always there, and she still is always there. She watches your successes. She watches the times when you're sad, the times when you're grieving, and the times when you feel, you know, that she's not there. She is. She says, I'm a whisper away. And she says, it's beautiful if you could see what she sees. She says it's just as beautiful as the angels that she used to talk about. And she says, when we do pass over, it's not the end. It never is the end. It's just the beginning. And it's a beautiful beginning. There is no more sickness. There is no more pain. There is just peace. And there is an ability to be able to still follow those that they left behind, to still watch, to still care, to still watch over them and heal them, send them beautiful rays of healing. And she wants to do that for you. She wants to send you so much love and so much healing your way. She wants you to know that she's safe and she's well, if that makes sense. I feel that you've been longing to know how she is, if that makes sense. So she's passing on this message for you. You're more than welcome. I love it. You know, it's a lovely, beautiful way to think about passing over, is that we are safe with the angels. And, you know, we are. Our loved ones wait on the other side for us. And they help us to heal. They help us with the transition from living our life on earth to living our life in the spirit realms. Because for some it's a huge change. And for many it can be quite a shock. You know, 1 minute, especially if you pass over in your sleep or something, 1 minute, you know, one day you're on the earth plane and then the next you're in spirit realms. So there is always someone on the other side that we know is in spirit, that is waiting for us. It is a very special way of thinking. Now, there is also a gentleman in spirit with her. And she says, when she passed over, this gentleman was the first person to meet her. and welcome her into the spirit realm. And she was highly delighted because I feel that this gentleman, she was connected strongly with this gentleman. And he passed before she did, obviously. So, but they had this strong bond, or she had this strong, almost like a soulmate bond with this gentleman. And she wants you to know that she was absolutely delighted that it was him that was waiting on the other side. I don't know if that will make sense to you, but there was a gentleman waiting on the other side for her. So she wanted to let you know that as well. Okay, so let's go into the cards. Sometimes when I'm pulling my cards, I do get messages. Hello, Leanne. Okay. So let's pick a card for you, my love. Okay. Your commitment is being tested here. Okay? Your commitment is being tested is the card for you, and it is the first quarter moon. And when this card comes into play, what it's saying is, in the past, when you started something, you maybe started at it, and then when you hit a hurdle, or when you hit an obstacle in its path, it was kind of just brushed aside and put away for a rainy day, and that rainy day never came. But this card is letting me know that you've started something. Maybe a new path, maybe a new project, maybe a new job. And, yes, you were very enthusiastic to begin with. But then I feel that there was a lot more involved than you initially thought. And you were at one point thinking about giving it all up, if that makes sense. But this card is saying, no, this is a test. Your commitment to this. It was in your heart to do this, is what the card is saying. And the universe hears everything that we want to do in life, right? So if we put a thought up in our minds, the universe hears our thought. So if we're saying we need a job in nursing, for example, or I need to start doing painting, the universe will give you the energy and the thought process, and it will be in your soul and heart to do it. And then if you start doing it and you think, oh, I've just made a mess of this painting, for example, if it was painting, I'll just put it away and not bother. Never give up at the first hurdle is the message of this card, because your commitment to this is being tested. And what the card is saying, if you stick with it, if you get pushed past the bumps and the obstacles that will inevitably be in your way, you're going to be successful at this. But you'll never know how that success feels unless you stick with it and stick with your commitment, if this makes sense. Pam Care, thank you so much for the roses. Oh, you're more than welcome. It doesn't matter if the gentleman doesn't mean so much at the minute. Often I will give people names, or a gentleman was waiting for somebody, or a lady was waiting, or a child was waiting on the other side. And it doesn't always mean something to the person that I'm reading for. However, I know that in the past, if somebody has gave me a reading and I think I can't place that person, but you know what, and then I would have went to my mom or my auntie and I would say, I had this reading and this person come through, and yeah, my gran come through, but I can't place a gentleman, or I can't place. And one of them, guaranteed, will say, oh, I know who the gentleman was. That was so-and-so from many years ago. And it fits in, if that makes sense. So don't dismiss the gentleman. Keep him in mind, because I feel that someone in your family knows who this gentleman is. And whatever it is that you have started, don't give up on it, even when the going gets tough. It's a true saying, isn't it? When the going gets tough, the tough get going. You've got the strength, the inner strength, to see this to its conclusion. And if you keep pushing through it, you will be successful at it. So keep going with it. Never ever give up. This is your desire, this is your dream, this is something that's been in your head and in your soul to do for a long time. And your commitment to it is being tested by the universe. You asked to in your own way, you felt that this was your path, this is the way you wanted to go. Go with it. Ride over and flatten any obstacle that comes in your way, and keep going. Sometimes the success in things, to reach a successful conclusion, we have to take the hardest road. If we take the easiest road, then we'll never ever know that feeling of success and that feeling of, I actually did this, and I did it to fulfillment. And this is what loved ones in spirit and the universe are wanting for you. They're wanting you to see that and feel that success that is waiting just round the corner for you. So I'm going to leave you with love and blessings with that card, and thank you so much. I'm so glad you were able to get a card tonight. You're more than welcome. Okay, on to our third one, which is Lockdown Story. So let me just get my cards, and we will get the energy flowing in my cards for Lockdown Story as well. So do we still have Lockdown Story with us? Thank you for the likes, Anya. So this one is for Lockdown Story. So universal guides, bring me the energy and the wisdom for Lockdown Story. Yep, they're just hurdles to what we want. They're never ever failures. It's a true saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again. You know, if you get on a bike and you fall off, don't stay on the ground. Dust yourself down and get back on it, or you'll never ride that bike. Same with horse riding. If you go on a horse and you fall off, don't blame the horse, just get back on the horse and keep trying, and eventually you'll succeed. So have we still got Lockdown Story? Do we still have Lockdown Story? I'm not sure if we've still got Lockdown Story. Thank you so much for the hearts and the stars. Love it. Okay, do you know what? I'm just going to still pick a card for Lockdown Story, because I do add this video onto my YouTube channel. So hopefully Lockdown Story will be able to see this reading on her lockdown, my YouTube channel. God, I'm getting Getting mixed words today. Too many spirits speaking to me at once. They're getting me all tongue-tied. Can't get me words today. Okay. Lockdown stories reading. There she is. Hello. So glad you're here. I was thinking maybe you'd fallen asleep on us. But I'm so glad you're here for your reading. Okay. So the card that I have for you, it's a full moon card and it's surrender to the divine. All right? Sometimes when this card comes, it's reminding us that sometimes we can be too stubborn for our own good. Sometimes we like to do everything ourselves and we don't like asking others for help. And so we struggle through. Even though some tasks that we do or some things in life we do are really, really difficult, we still are stubborn enough to keep going and we still get frustrated and eventually we just give in. But when that happens, the universe comes into a reading and will say, it's time to surrender to the divine. Everything that you want is within your reach. You just need to ask for it. If you don't ask, you'll never be given anything. And there is no, a fall becomes before pride, or pride becomes before a fall. And the universe is saying, the one thing that you can guarantee is that the universe is always listening. It's waiting, and it's listening, and it's patient. And sometimes when things aren't working out for us in life, it's okay to just sit and breathe and say, universe, this really, really is something I need. I truly, truly need this in my life. And I ask you to help me to receive this. Job done. You've asked the universe. The universe has heard. And the universe works in the most mysterious and magical ways. And it will give you exactly the help that you need. But it can't take away our free will. The universe already knows what we need. But it can't give us what we need unless we ask. Because to do that, it would be taking away our free will. And always ask with a good intention, and always ask for an achievable assistance. For example, if you're going to sit and say to the universe, right, I want $1 million and I want it tomorrow or whatever, or I want 2 million or 3 million or 4 million, right? The universe is not going to give you that, right? Because we are asking way beyond what we actually need. Realistically, we just need money to get by, to pay our bills, to put food on the table, a roof over our head, and a little bit extra to be able to spoil ourselves too. And if we've got that, we should always, always be grateful for what we have, because so many people don't have that, if this makes sense. And I feel that you love to do things on your own because you can take credit for it, but no man is an island is the message of this card. You're more than welcome. Thank you for the roses. Pixie See, often if you feel that somebody is touching your hands, more than likely they are. Sometimes I have the longest hair, and sometimes I think, oh, is that my hair that's touched my arm? And then I'll realise, no, my hair was nowhere near it. Sometimes Spirit can give us little butterfly touches, just to let you know that they're there. Oh, I'm so glad. Well, you know what? Never be afraid to ask for help. And a lot of people, especially older people like myself, we're kind of born into a stubborn way where, you've made your bed, you lie in it, and this is what you wanted, you're stuck with it, you work and don't ask me for any help kind of thing, right? And a lot of people are in that kind of mindset. But ultimately, there is no shame and there is no weakness in actually asking for help now and again. Absolutely none. I have people coming in my DM box sometimes and they'll say, I've got a child that's sick, can you give me healing? And I can't give you any money or anything for the healing, I'm just letting you know. My reply would be, you know what, you don't have to send me money for healing. I will send healing to that child because that child needs the healing more than I need the money. And I freely send that healing. She asked and I gave. It's the same with the universe. Ask of the universe. The universe is full of abundance and it will give you exactly what you need. It will give you the strength to see things through. It will give you the strength to see through your problems as well as go with you through the happier times in life. But it can't assist you unless you ask for its help. And sometimes it's just a case of just sitting with a coffee or a glass of water. I sometimes sit on a full moon and I'll say, okay, universe, Grandmother Moon, show me what I need in life. Give me what I need in life. Give me the tools that I need to do my work in life. And it never fails me. It always gives because I always ask. And I always ask for no more than what I know that I need. And when you do that, and when you do it with a true heart and with so much love, the universe will give you. No man's an island, and it's okay to ask the universe for help. Even if you don't ask another human being for help, asking the universe for help, you're going to get it. So I hope that this helps. I also see a white cat in spirit. I don't know if that connects with you or somebody in your family, but just as I was finishing this card, I see a little white cat. She's just a little thing. She's not a very big cat. For as far as cats go, some cats are quite big and bushy or whatever else. She was quite petite, but she was snow white. And she had the most beautiful blue eyes. So I don't know if you can place that cat. If you can't place the cat, it could be a cat that somebody in the room can, or somebody on this live can maybe relate. Because sometimes spirit come in and I never know whether the spirit animal or the spirit person is for the person I'm reading for or someone in the room. So if anyone knows of a cat in spirit that is pure white, it's a tiny little cat, it's a small cat for its size or for its age. But I feel this cat, although it was small, it lived its life to the full. But it's got the most beautiful blue eyes. Oh, you're more than welcome. It most likely is Ollie, Pixie, because Ollie's always with you. Oh, lovely. Did Snowy have what blue eyes? And she was only a small cat. If it was a small cat with blue eyes, she was absolutely pure white, but she's got these magical blue eyes, these deep blue eyes. Okay, then Snowy's popped in to say hello. Thank you for the confirmation for the cat. At least I know where the cat comes from. And thank you so much for Lockdown Story for joining me tonight, because you were picked for a reading, and I'm so glad the reading resonated for you. Love and bright blessings to you. Okay, our next one is Yasmin. Our beautiful Yasmin. Let's get the energy flowing. Thank you, universe, and thank you for the guides for picking these cards. Always gratitude for my guides. They work so hard alongside me. They always have. And they work hard for all of you as well. So let's get the energy flowing for our Yasmin. Oh, there she is. Am I getting lashes? I've got some lashes, but new ones I'll probably be getting lashes maybe next month or something. I usually wait till my stock of lashes run out. And then I kind of treat myself to new ones. Thank you, Yasmin. Oh, love to you as well, Lockdown Story. Thank you so much. You're an angel. The only one I see around you just now, apart from your grand's cat, is Ollie. So more than likely it is Ollie. Okay. So let's... Honestly, this room must be full of spirits, because the room has got icy, I mean really icy cold in here tonight. It doesn't usually get that cold. It gets a little bit cooler when spirit are around, but this is really pretty like winter cold. Okay. Yasmin, can you take a Bill, also known as William, who is in spirit? There is a Bill / William in spirit who is coming through as I'm shuffling these cards. I feel he was known as Uncle Bill to some, but the older generation called him Willie or William, but many called him Bill. You're more than welcome. Don't worry if you can't place Bill or William. It may be that Bill or William, also known as Willie or Old Willie, may mean something to someone in the room. I just shout out the names when I get them. Thank you to the roses. You're all so generous. I absolutely adore you all. Okay. Oh, now there's a name I haven't heard for a long time. Trevor. Does anyone have a Trevor in spirit? That's an unusual name. Haven't heard that name in... Oh, many years. When I used to stay down in Preston many years ago, Trevor was quite a common name, and I'm going back many years. But I haven't heard anyone recently called Trevor. But there is someone in spirit called Trevor, so if anyone can place a Trevor who is in spirit, that would be great. Okay. Getting lots of names. Doesn't matter if anyone can't take it. Sometimes spirit just, you know what? If you lived in my head a lot of the time, spirit are always shouting names at me, and I'm like, I haven't got a clue who they are. But it's comes part of the course. But usually when I'm doing a reading and I get names, I usually shout names out. Okay. Well, this Trevor isn't old. He's not young either. I feel that this Trevor is kind of middle-aged. He was middle-aged when he passed over into spirit. So it may well be. I only know the names. He was quite sick. He's telling me that this Trevor was quite sick, and he passed over before his time. That is all he's able to say. He had lots to live for, and there was lots of things he wanted to do with his life, but sadly never got round to doing them all. Okay, hold that thought anyway. It could well be the same Trevor. So just hold that thought. I just know his name is Trevor. He wasn't young, but he wasn't old as in pensioner either. So just bear that in mind. But I feel that he passed over sooner than what he should have done. He was suffering with some kind of illness, and he was pretty poorly with it. Well, hopefully not, but I don't know. I know that this Trevor was ill. However, he's saying he's not ill now because he's obviously on the other side. And I know through past messages and speaking to Spirit myself that we don't take the illnesses with us. We leave them on the earth plane. Okay, Yasmin, nothing will come of this situation. And it's the void of course moon. Nothing will come of this situation. Okay? And sometimes that could be a disagreement that has been going on for a long time, and it's leaving a bitter taste in not just your mouth but everyone's mouth. It could be that you're thinking negatively about a situation because it's affected you negatively in itself. Often if we've gone through a lot of hurt or we've gone through abuse, we can feel bitter and we can feel resentful. You know, and a lot of the time you just want revenge. You just want justice for for the wrong that's been done with you. But they're saying, you know, when we get to that stage in our thinking that we do want to see justice, because why should somebody be allowed to hurt you and get away with it, right? It holds a bitter seed, if that makes sense. But there is nothing will come of you holding that revenge, holding that You know, it's not fair. There's a lot of things in life that aren't fair. However, one thing that is absolutely certain is, one, we are not responsible for other people's wrongdoings. And two, universal karma is a fair judge. And if those that have done you wrong in the past, they may feel that they've got away with it scot-free now. But karma is a very slow but very precise teacher. And karma will attract karma. And what do I mean by that? If we do good in this life, then good will be returned to us. But if we do bad or wrong things in this life, you can be sure that those wrong things will be returned to you 3 times 3 to teach you the lesson that you so needed. So if we do good in the world, the lesson is that goodness will come back to us. If we work with love and light, we will get love and light back. But if we have hate or judgment or bullying or abuse in our minds, you can betcha that somewhere along the line, you're going to be the one on the receiving end of the hurt and the abuse and the bullying, because there is always somebody bigger and better than you, if that makes sense. Hello, Jessok. Hello, the Midnight Medium. Lovely to see you. Okay, Pixie, he's telling me that he can't recognize that name, so it's maybe not the Trevor you're thinking about. Oh, I love Stars and Moons. I absolutely love Stars and Moons. So I was called to, and I'm drawn to Stars and Moons. I guess because I'm a starseed. And it kind of reminds me of the universe. I'm always drawn to the universe. I guess universe is my first home. So I hadn't got my nails done for many, many, many years. And I kept dreaming. I kept having dreams of moons and stars. And I thought, I need to get my nails done. And I need, in a past life, I had really pointy nails. And I just feel so at home with pointy nails. But I'm always doing things with my hands, so sometimes my normal nails break. So I was called to just go and get my nails done, and I got the Stars and Moons. Oh, thank you. Hello, Lisa. Lovely to meet you. Lisa, although my readings list for tonight is full, because I always pick 7 names for a reading, I do have a readings list it's a free readings list on my profile. It's on one of my pinned posts. I think it's the second pinned post now. If you go along to that post and comment card, please, I can add you to my readings list. There is a little bit of a waiting list for that readings list, but I go through that readings list every single day, and I try and get through at least 5 to 6 names done in a day, sometimes more if I've got a quieter day. If you comment card, please, on there, I will always reply and let you know that you're on my readings list. And then once I've done your readings, I will, once I get to your name on the list, I will do a mini reading on my profile, and you'll be tagged in that reading so that you can see your reading. You're more than welcome. Failing that, I'm here every second day or every second evening doing a 7-name reading. I just picked 7 names at random, but you're welcome to do both. So getting back to Yasmin, it's time to release that negativity. Allow karma to deal with it. Karma knows its job really, really well. So give up all that negativity to karma, even if it's just saying, universe, take this hatred, this anger, this annoyance, this negative feeling away from me and give it back to where it belongs, i.e. return to sender. This sender has left me feeling negative. The person that sent this has left me feeling negative. And sometimes if we go through abuse, etc., we can feel negative towards the person that abused us, and it can consume us if we allow it to. But this card is saying nothing will come of the situation if you hold that negativity and hold that anger inside of you. It's just going to eat away at you. So ask the universe to release it, and trust the universe that the universe will give karma back for all the wrong that that person has done you. They will receive wrong in their life threefold. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you can guarantee karma will come back to them. Thank you. So thank you, Yasmin, for being on my live tonight, and you were one of the lucky 7. For anyone that's just joined me as well, every second evening I do come on and do a card reading for 7 people as well as a card of the day, and every alternate night I do a topic night. Tomorrow evening I will be doing a past life guided meditation. So if you've ever wondered whether you have lived a past life and who and what you were in a past life, please feel free to join me tomorrow evening. I'm hoping between 9 and 10, where I will be leading you into a past life meditation, which will tap you into any past lives that you have experienced and give you a little bit of insight as to who your higher self was, because our past life is our higher self. Yasmin, one thing I can tell you, when you're in my circle of friends, you are never alone. I am always here for you, right? Recently, I've just started the Purple Hearts Unite movement. Whenever you see anyone that has Purple Hearts Unite on their profile, these are women and men and children that support warriors of abuse. We stand together, sister to sister, brother to brother, child to child, and we say no more to abuse. And whenever you see someone's profile with Purple Hearts Unite on it, you know that that person is a safe haven and a friend that you can go to in DM or in person and say, I just need somebody to give me a hug, and I just need somebody to talk to. Somebody that I can talk to that will not judge me, that will not attack me. So if you're one of these women or men who have been through abuse, or a child who's been through abuse, and you want to stand with me and Pixie and Debbie and all these beautiful ladies who now proudly post Purple Hearts Unite on their profiles to allow warriors of abuse to see that that person supports them. Because no woman who has gone through abuse, who has gone through trouble at the hands of a previous partner, or who has been bullied, should ever feel alone. And the Purple Hearts Unite is a place where we can go and gather together. I've started a Purple Hearts Unite private Facebook group where people who have been through bullying and been through abuse of any kind, be it physical, emotional, be it mental abuse, it doesn't matter, be it child abuse or be it domestic abuse. Abuse is abuse. The authorities let so many women down and so many men down that have gone through abuse. And that's why a lot of people feel alone and isolated. But I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. You're never alone. There is always people like myself here to always, our door is always open for you to jump in the DM box and just say, I need your help. And I'll say, give me 5 minutes. I'm putting the kettle on. We're going to have a brew and we're going to talk. Because that's the best healing method ever. There is nothing more powerful than a group of women standing side by side together and saying enough is enough to bullying and abuse. Thank you, Pixie. Good night, Anya. Oh, thank you so much. For the likes. Thank you everyone for the likes, the shares and the comments and just for your support. You are all absolutely amazing. You blow me away every time. So Yasmin, it's time to ditch that negativity, right? Anyone comes into your path or to your life and tries to gang up on you with negativity, close the door on them, block them, walk away and leave karma to do its job. Because let me tell you, Lady Karma is a bitch and a witch and she's very good at what she does. Okay, so we're going to go on to our Wendy, FL Girl, is our next one. Let me get the energy flowing through these cards. Hello, Tam and Shug. And welcome. Hello, Nell. So where is our Wendy, FL Girl? She'll be putting on her lashes as we speak. Oops. Okay, we have a card that's blown out of the deck. So I'm just going to go with a card that flew out of the deck. Because when Spirit take a card and they throw it on the floor, it means I'm not going to ignore that card. Yeah, she's here. No, she's not putting her lashes on. Okay, the card that Spirit chucked at me, literally threw at me. The end of a tough cycle is now approaching and it's a full moon in Capricorn. Girl, you and I both know you have been through the mill and some and back again. But though it's been a long, hard, rocky and bumpy road for you, like all journeys in life, some roads must end to make a U-turn to a smoother road ahead. And this is what this card is saying. The end of a tough cycle is now approaching. So things are going to get better for you, both financially, both health-wise. Your health is going to improve massively. Your mindset is going to improve massively. Success is in the offing. You need to just keep going and keep trusting that you're on the right path. And as long as you follow your heart and put your heart and soul into everything that you do, success can be yours. You just need to keep going with this. And you just need to put the past behind you now and move forward into a brighter future. Learn from any past mistakes that you've made and then move on much wiser and stronger for the experience, if that makes sense. So this is a far from a negative card. It is a really positive card, and it's saying, you know, yes, you've been through the mill. Yes, you've had a horrific past where nothing has gone right. In fact, if anything, most things have gone wrong. But that storm is ending. And like any endings to storms, sunshine just waits around the corner. So things are starting to get better. The old ways are dying out, and there's new beginnings just around the corner for you. Exactly. Sometimes when we feel that we are at our lowest, sometimes when we hit rock bottom, the only way that we can go from rock bottom is up. We can't go any further down. Once we have reached rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go. We can either stay at rock bottom and wallow in our sadness or in the negativity around us, or we can stand up, dust that negativity off, get the white sage out, smudge our home, smudge ourselves, and smudge away all negative people, and then carry on and claw our way back to the surface. We can't go any further down, so the only other way is up. And I feel that you've reached the bottom, there's nowhere else to go. The only way left for you to go is up. So it's time to claw your way back up. And you can do this. I have every faith in you. The universe has every faith in you. Because it's telling you that the end of a tough cycle is approaching. And because it's the full moon in Capricorn, any full moon, the energy is strong. So the full moon energy is going to absolutely push this forward for you and leave all the negative crap behind and walk on and into a brighter, better future for you. Yep, we never go backwards. We're not going in that direction. The universe never goes backwards, right? Unless it's a retrograde. But the universe never goes backwards. We move with the seasons. As sure as spring goes into summer, summer will go into autumn, autumn will go into winter, and then we'll be back into spring again. Always cyclic, always moving forward. It never goes back. We can't go back a year. We can't go back 2 years. We can't go back 3 years. We have to, no choice but to move on into the next year, the next season, the next season. And so every animal, every creature on this planet has their own seasons. And we have to move with our seasons as well. And our seasons are from going from childhood to teenager, from teenager to adulthood, from adulthood to old ancestor headhood, like me. But we go through our seasons. We can't get any younger. We have to keep getting older. We have to keep moving forward. there's no point in looking back because we're not going in that direction. We would never go back in that direction. We can't turn back the hands of time. We can learn from the past, but we can't go back and relive it. We can't change anything that's past. As the old saying is, there's no point in crying over spilt milk. But we can go forward. We can learn lessons from the past. And we can take those lessons into the present and the future so that we know that in the future we're not making the same mistake twice or 3 times, if that makes sense. So keep going, girl. You've got this. You just need to trust in your path, trust in the universe. It will get you to where you need to be. You're more than welcome, and I love you too. Okay, so we have 2 more readings to go before our lives finish. And we have got Pam Kerr, and then it's Lorna Chappell. So do we still have Pam Kerr? Where is our lovely Pam Kerr? Let's get the energy flowing into the cards. Our lovely Pam. Are you still with us, Pam? I'm just shuffling these cards as we wait to see if Pam Kerr is Pam, K-A-U-R. Pam Kerr. Just in case I've read it wrong. I'm not the best at pronouncing names. Do we still have Pam Kerr? K-A-U-R. P-A-M-K-A-U-R. Pam Kerr. Okay, I'm gonna read Pam Kerr's card anyway, because these readings do go on to my YouTube channel. So if anyone has missed their reading, it will be posted to my YouTube tomorrow during the day sometime, because YouTube and TikTok take about 12 hours to download the video. Hello, love my 2 kids always. How can I help? If it's something that you feel that you want to discuss in private, you can always DM me. But if it's something that I can help you with tonight, I will do my best to try, honey. Hello, Lush Leslie. Okay, let's just shuffle these cards for Pam Kerr. I don't know if Pam Kerr is still with us, or whether she's maybe left. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome. Do we still have Pam Kerr with us? I'm doing absolutely fine, thank you. I hope you are well. Love my 2 kids always. If you're needing my help and you feel you can't speak about it here, that's absolutely fine. Please send me a DM. And after my live, I'm more than happy to help. Oh, bless. Has your mum passed over, sweetheart? Do you know, one of our best friends is our mum? I know, 'cause I miss mine every day, and I lost my mum to cancer in 2009. But there's not a day goes by that I don't miss her. Oh, honey. Well, do you know, she knows. She knows how much you miss her. The connection between a mother and her child never dies. It goes on. And she's still with you every single day, even though you can't see her, even though you can't hear her. She shares in your joys, she shares in your sorrows, and she shares in your life. And when you're sick, she sends healing. When you miss her, she's giving you a hug. Even if you can't feel that hug, she's giving you a hug. And she's only a whisper away. Whenever you think of your mom, it's like a loud halo. A loud, you're using a loud hailer to shout on her. Our thoughts are energy, spirit are energy. So when we think about someone in spirit, that calls them to you. So every time that you miss your mum, sweetheart, you can guarantee that she's right by your side. And she's telling you that she loves you and she knows how much you miss her. But she's saying she's not gone anywhere. She's with you always. And she's sending you so much love and so much healing at this time. I'm so glad, and she's so glad that you can feel her. And she hopes that feeling will give you comfort. I feel you've often wondered whether your mum's okay, and the answer to that one is yes, she's absolutely in good health where she is. She's absolutely okay. And one of the reasons that she's absolutely okay is because she can still share in your life. She can still share in the life of her family, because where she is, she can see everything that's going on. She can hear everything that's going on. Even though you can't see her, she's absolutely delighted that you can feel her. And that's what she was hoping. You're more than welcome. Okay, I don't know if we have Pam Kerr with us. But I'm just going to read Pam Kerr's card anyway, because I will be sharing this on my YouTube channel, which is the Lady Moonlight channel. The link is on my website, which is on my bio here on TikTok. So Pam Kerr, I hope you will get to see this on my YouTube channel. Your dreams need a practical plan, and it's a full moon in Taurus. So I feel that this card is telling you you've got a lot of ideas up here. You've got a lot of ideas coming to you in dreams. But that's where they stay. They stay up here. They stay in your mind. And you push them to the back of your mind, and then they come back. And then they come back. And you push them to your mind. You need to get them out of here and make a natural, practical plan fulfill those dreams, to make those dreams come true. Oh, thank you. I will read it as soon as I finish this live, and I will get back to you, sweetheart. I promise. And if I can help in any way, count on my help, always. So Pam Kerr, your dreams need a practical plan. You need to get them out of here, honey. You need to get them out of your head and onto paper. And then you need to get them done. So if your plans, for example, was to go on holiday and you want to travel, what you need to do then is get it out here. Write it down. I'm just going to give you an example. Okay, say you wanted to go to America. Or the UK if you're in America, right? So you write down in a dream journal, I want to go to America or the UK. Then you write down, then you do some research. How much is it going to cost for my flight? How much is it going to cost for my accommodation? How much spending money will I need? And how much do I need to save for this? And how soon can I practically save that money up to go to on this holiday? Will I be able to save enough in a year? Or will I be able to save enough in 2 years? Once you've written down all of that information, that's when you put the practical plans into practice. If you know that you can save up the money for that holiday, say in a year, then book the holiday for a year ahead or 2 years ahead, or save your money and then book that holiday. Whatever it is that you are dreaming about or that you really want to do, it needs a practical plan. You need to get it from out of here onto paper, and then you need to see it through till the end, if that makes sense. So Pam Kerr, I hope you get to see this on my YouTube channel, Lady Moonlight, tomorrow. I'm going to post it tomorrow. So hopefully Pam Kerr gets her reading. Okay, so we're now on to the last reading of the night, which is our Lorna Chapel. So let's get my cards out. Do we still have Lorna Chapel? I'm just going to get the energy flowing into my cards. These have been some beautiful, beautiful messages tonight. Hello, Sarah Silcock. So we're on our last one. Lorna Chapel. Do we still have a Lorna Chapel? Let's get the energy flowing. Again, if Lorna's not there, we can add it to... It's going to be added to my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. There she is. Yes, she's still here. I'm so glad you're still here, because it means you get to see your reading, honey. Okay, let's get the energy flowing. Okay, it's funny because I'm getting and I don't know if this is for you, Lorna, or if somebody can pick this up in the room. But I'm getting a gentleman coming through and he's saying he's Grandpa Joe. Grandpa Joe. Can anybody take a Grandpa Joe? Obviously somebody's granddad. But he was known as Grandpa Joe. No problem, Pixie. Okay. So I don't know if oh bless. Meditation, the grounding meditation will help with your eyes. If I do a lot of writing, I get sore eyes as well. Okay. So I don't know if anyone can take a Granddad Joe or a Grandpa Joe, also known as Joseph. But I feel that to his grandchildren he was called Granddad or Grandpa Joe. An elderly gentleman. Oh, bless. Okay, was your great uncle also a granddad, Debbie? Okay. Did he live to a ripe old age? Because I feel that he lived to a, he's saying he lived to a ripe old age, so he's no regrets. He's not got any regrets because he lived a good full lifetime, if that makes sense. And I feel that he was fit and healthy till the day that he died. Thank you for the confirmation on that. Even when he retired, there was no stopping this man. I don't know if you can take that, but even when he retired, there was no stopping this man. This man he was not bone idle by any way, shape or means. He always had to be kept busy doing something. And he says, you know, if your hands are not idle and they're working all the time, and you're not being idle, you'll be the fittest man on this earth. And that was his philosophy. I don't know if you can take that. Thank you. Yeah. Well, he's saying he's still the same in spirit. He can't sit still. He says, so tell her I've still got ants in me pants, but that's just the way that I am, and there's no changing, and you can't teach old dog new tricks. But he wants to pass his love. I don't know if you're in touch with his grandchildren or not, but he wants to pass his love to both you and his grandchildren. If that makes sense. Yep, that sounds like him. Did he also smoke a pipe, or he smoked something? He's showing me a pipe. So I feel that at one point he smoked a pipe. But then again, he's saying on very, very rare and special occasions, it was the cigar. I see him with a pipe, but I also see him with a cigar. So I don't know if you can take that. But he's sending his love and he's sending his blessings to you and the family. So he kind of jumped in in between Lorna's card shuffle. Okay, so let's pick a card for our lovely Lorna. Some beautiful messages coming through tonight, both in the cards and from Spirit, which explains why it's kind of gone really, really cold in here. A message from Spirit that you won't be able to commit. Hi Trisha. My meditation is tomorrow night, honey. So no, you haven't missed it. That's a strange one from TikTok. Is it commit or comment? Oh, that's a bit odd because I can see your comments, so clearly you're commenting. I don't understand that one. I don't understand why they're saying you can't comment. Because you're already commenting. I can see your comment and everybody else can see your comment. After the live, take a look at your notifications from TikTok and see if it's still there. It might explain in the notifications. Well, we can see your comments, so just keep commenting. You haven't done anything wrong, so I don't get that. TikTok's really, really strange just now. As long as we can still see your comments are still getting through. Okay, so Lorna Chapel, be bold and make the first move. And it's the cardinal moon. Alright? So this tells me you're waiting for somebody to make a decision. Or you're waiting for somebody to make that first move. But ultimately, the card is saying you may have a long wait if you're waiting for somebody to make that very first step. You know, sometimes in life we wait for others to make the first move to save us from doing it. So we wait for others to lead us. And sometimes we can wait a long time because what we don't realize is that others are waiting for us to make the first move. And it can be a long stalemate just waiting to see who's going to make the first move. But this card is letting you know whether you believe in yourself and your abilities or not, you're a born leader. And if anyone can make the first move in this situation that's going on around you, you can. If nobody else is going to make that first move and get the job done, then it's time to be bold, dig deep, find that inner confidence, that inner courage, and step up to leading the way, taking the first move. Sometimes it's a case of coming out of our comfort zone, or a comfort blanket and just doing it. You know, when I first came onto TikTok, my first goal was to get to the 1K so I could go live. And then I got to my 1K. And let me tell you, I have been doing lives on Facebook for many years. And I thought, I can do this. But my first live, I was scared shitless, let me tell you. It really was terrifying because coming live on TikTok was a totally different ball game to going live on Facebook. My audience on Facebook was very small, less than 200 followers. And out of those 200 followers, when I went live, you were lucky if I got 20 people following me. So it wasn't a big deal to me. I could do that consistently every single night and not think twice about it. But then when you come onto TikTok and you see that you've got these wonderful, wonderful followers that are going to be watching you live, it's a scary move. And I could have easily turned around and said, no, I'm not going to do this. But I made my first live, and let me tell you, I will tell you, my first live was a doozy, right? I was tongue-tied, I was nervous as hell, you know, and because I am registered blind, I didn't know if I could see the comments all right, or if people would mind if I missed a few comments. But once people got to know me and realised that I had a vision difficulty, everybody was so kind and patient. And if I was to live my life back over again, I would not have hesitated in going live. Sometimes it's the fear of doing something that stops us from doing it, if this makes sense. And we wait for others to do it. Hello, Modzu. I'm actually on my last card reading for tonight. But what I can do, are you on my readings list, Patricia? Because if you're not on my readings list, I can put you on my readings list. But I am on my last reading tonight because it's kind of like 2 a.m. here in the UK. So I don't want to leave my partner all on his own all night long. I know we're kind of night owls, but... Hello. Right, Patricia, I'm going to put you on my readings list. Boop. Patricia MacArthur. There you go, honey, you're on my readings list. Okay. And failing that, I'm coming back again on Monday night to do another readings night. Tomorrow night is meditation night. So you're on my readings list, and there's always a chance that you'll get a card chosen for you again on Monday night as well. So Lorna, I hope this makes sense to you. Hello Victoria, we've just finished our last reading of the night, unfortunately, but you're more than welcome to go onto my profile, and I have a post there with a readings list. If you pop your name down for a card there in the comments, just ask for a card. I'll add you to my reading list. There is a bit of a waiting list for that reading list, but when I get to your name on the list, I do a reading for you on my profile and I tag your name in it. Oh, thank you, Lorna. I'm so glad this makes sense. You know, sometimes it's scary making the first move. It's so much easier, isn't it, if we leave decisions to somebody else? You know, I was a bit like that in school. I've always been a loner and kind of done my own thing. And, you know, whatever it was, if it was an essay, I would be the one sitting in the back saying, please do not ask me to go and stand in front of the class and read an essay. Please ask somebody else. And, you know, I would just be kind of like hiding behind my desk, hoping and praying that I wasn't going to get asked to stand up in front of the class and read an essay. 9 out of 10 times it was me, and I'm like, oh, holy crap, you know. And you went up and, you know, it was, or Highland country dancing, you know, grab your partners. I was always the last one to get a partner, right? So the boys were always taking the girls, and I was always stuck with a girl that didn't have another. There was no other boy, there was only another girl, so I was doing the Highland fling with another girl, but that was just my kind of thing. Whereas probably if I'd taken the lead, I could have just went and grabbed a boy and had my partner, but I always waited for somebody else to take the lead. Um, and it is easier to allow somebody else to take the lead. But in this situation that's going on around you, everybody's thinking the same thing, but you've got the skills and the ability and the inner power and knowledge to take the lead on this. And it will be the best decision that you've made, because it will have a really, really positive outcome for you. Oh, Motsu, I was always like that at school. Oh, fantastic. How did you get on with it, Patricia? Yeah, every time Pixie does my sky and earth grounding meditation, she falls asleep. I always ask Pixie, how did you get on? I don't know, I can't remember because I fell asleep halfway through it. Oh, yeah, I know those type of schools, they are very, very strict. Me, I'm pagan, born and bred. I've just always known the pagan. My parents were both Christians, and we were sent to Sunday school and every Sunday, and I absolutely hated it. The Sunday lessons didn't match what I knew in my own heart and soul. So I knew the Christian path wasn't for me, it was the pagan path. Um, and that's the thing. We know as we get older, we know what path we fit into, whether it's pagan, whether it's Christianity, whether it's Muslim, whether it's Hindu. It doesn't matter. We each have our own belief systems, and we each have our own beliefs. And you know, there's so many wars over religion and beliefs, and there shouldn't be. We should all learn to coexist. So what if somebody has a different belief in than you do? Does that make other people a bad person because they don't have the same belief as you? No, it doesn't. But if we all learned to coexist and to accept that we all have different beliefs and know belief system is right or wrong. And nor should we judge another's path because it's different from ours. Even if we don't understand another's path, it doesn't matter. Just learning to accept that we are all different, and it's okay to be different, and it's okay to, follow your own dreams, follow your own path, and you should never be judged for it. So many wars are caused over religion, beliefs, etc., etc., and it's so sad. Because if we just accepted that everybody is different and everybody is entitled to their own beliefs and their own path, we'd make a better world. We truly would. So, Lorna Chappell, thank you so much for joining me tonight and being so patient. Sometimes it's hard when you're last on the list of my readings, but thank you for being so patient, for waiting to get your card, and I'm so glad it made sense to you. It does cause wars, lots of wars. And Lorna, you're more than welcome. I'm so glad it helped. Okay, well, folks, time flies when you're having fun. We've reached the end of another successful readings night. Thank you so much to Debbie and Pixie, as always, for doing a grand job. They are my two moderators, and they just keep everybody's conversation flowing while I'm busy doing my reading. So thank you, ladies, for your hard work as always. Thank you to everyone that got a reading tonight. Let me just give you all a shout out, the ones that were able to get a reading. So thank you to your favourite Gemini, Anya, Lockdown Sky, Yasmin, FL Girl, Pam Kerr, and Lorna Chappell. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, because you joined me, you were chosen for a reading tonight, and it's been great meeting new people. I always love to meet new people when I'm doing my readings. Thank you for everybody's gifts, for their likes, for the shares. It means a lot. If anyone has missed out on a reading tonight, please feel free to go to my profile here on TikTok, and on my pinned post there is a readings list. Feel free to put your name down on that readings list, and I usually go through the readings list every day. Pixie, you wanted to know if you're still fourth on the readings list. So we've got Julianne, Bonbon, Ruby Pearl, Little Miss Wowzers, Angel with Wings, Delphio, Pixie, Colette Gallagher, Unica. They're the next lot of names that I have got on my ever-growing readings list. So I think you're about fifth down. Oh, thank you. Yes, I did. I managed to flick back. I do flick back some messages. Obviously, I can't flick back all of them. If anyone has missed anything or missed their reading on tonight's one, this will get uploaded to my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. The link for that is on my website, which is on the bio. If you go to my bio, under my information, it has a clickable website. that will take you to my web shop, but it's also got a page on there that has all my social media links, including my 2 YouTube channels. The main one is Lady Moonlight, but I sometimes do post on the Mystic Witch as well. So feel free to check both of those channels out. Oh, thank you, mods. Singing and playing music is my passion. I've been singing since I was a little girl. I love singing. Everybody should sing. Whether they can sing in tune or not, it doesn't matter. Everybody should sing. Music is the gift of love. So I do often share some of my favourite songs, some of my chants. Sometimes I play some music instruments as well. So thank you very much. Oh, good night, Patricia, and good luck with the meditation. Oh, thank you, Pixie. I sing from the heart. Maybe that helps. I don't know. But when I do sing, I put my heart and soul into it. Maybe it shows through the songs. Oh, Maz, everyone can sing. Absolutely everyone can sing. And it doesn't matter anybody's opinion. What is it they say? This, in the words of that song, sing a song, make it simple, to last your whole life long. It doesn't matter if it's not good enough for any other one to hear. Just sing a song. So, you know, it's true. Doesn't matter whether you sing out of tune. Doesn't matter whether you sing good or bad. Just sing. If it makes you happy, sing. Music is the gift of sharing love. You know, and it doesn't matter what other people's opinion of you singing is. Sing it anyway. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're so welcome, Pixie. I know my dad used to sing that song to me when I was younger. You know, because I used to think I had a really bad voice, and my dad used to tell me I didn't, and he would sing a song, make it simple, to last your whole life long. It doesn't matter if it's not good enough for any other one to hear. Just sing a song, sing a song, sing it loud, sing it strong. And that's what we should all do. Sing it loud, sing it strong, sing it proud. It's a wonderful song, isn't it? Oh, thank you so much for the roses. It is, and it's one of those songs that get passed down from generation to generation to generation. Maybe I'll make that one of my TikTok songs in the future. I will definitely do that one. And if anyone has any requests for songs, DM me it, because I'm always looking for ideas for songs for my TikTok. I love singing. You know, so if anyone has any requests, please feel free to let me know, because every so often I like to just come on and sing my favourite song. Sometimes I have a backing with it, sometimes I don't. I did a few karaoke's today, but some karaoke's TikTok allow and some don't, which is crazy, because karaoke's is your own voice with a backing music. But some karaoke's TikTok copyright it. say it's copyright, and I'm like, well, how can it be copyright when you're using a karaoke track and it's your own voice? Don't get that one, but hey ho, that's TikTok for you. Yes, I love seeing Celine Dion. One of my mum's favourite Celine Dion songs was My Heart Will Go On. It's one of my ultimate favourite Celine Dion songs. I actually have a necklace which is the Heart of the Ocean necklace. And I love it. It's a kind of cheaper replica of the Heart of the Ocean from Titanic, and I absolutely love it. It's a nice deep blue color. Sometimes when I go out with my partner, I will wear it. I absolutely adore it. I'm not sure. I would probably have to hear it, but I will write it down because I'm always liking to learn new songs. If I don't know it, I will learn it. I'm Alive by Celine Dion. Leave it with me. It sounds familiar, so I may know it, but I will look into it for you. Thank you so much, everyone, for the likes. Okay, on that note, I'm going to leave Pixie to do her meditation, and Debbie, because I know that, and Patricia, I know Patricia does her meditation. Mods, it's lovely to meet you. I will be back tomorrow evening, a little bit earlier than tonight. We had visitors tonight, which is why my readings night was a little bit later than planned. But I'm hoping between 9 and 10 p.m. UK time tomorrow, I will be on here doing a live past life regression meditation. So if you're curious about what your past life was and you'd like to join me for a past life meditation, guided meditation, join me tomorrow night. I will guide you back in time to a past life. Where everyone experiences different past life through that meditation. So even if you've never meditated before, that's fine. Come and join me. I teach you how to meditate in a way that you can clear your mind and get the best out of your meditation. Oh, well, I'm glad you're still here, Pixie. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Till then, have a great Saturday night, everyone. Love and bright blessings to you all. Thank you to everyone for your support. Thank you for the likes, the gifts, the shares, and for the follows. Thank you so much. I'm going to go and spend some time with my wonderful partner now and answer any DMs and update my readings list, because no doubt, as always, I will probably come off this live and have a few names to add to my readings list. But that's awesome because people trust me with their readings, and I'm so honored to have you all as friends here on TikTok. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for meditation evening. Till then, love and bright blessings as always. Love you all. Oh, you're welcome. See you tomorrow. Ta-da. TikTok is being slow at ending tonight, so bear with me. Come on, TikTok. Clearly, TikTok does not want me to leave tonight. Goodness me. This button has taken ages to activate. There we go.